Come to Niagara Falls Comic-Con for a 3-day celebration of pop culture featuring more than 150,000 square feet of exhibits, comic books, memorabilia, celebrities, the video game arena, Falls Horror Fest, and more. Come and meet more than 30 celebrities, including the legend himself, William Shatner, Breaking Bad's Giancarlo Esposito, TV Superman Dean Cain, Woo, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the 7th Dr. Sylvester McCoy, 90210's Jason Priestley, TMNT's Kevin Eastman, The Walking Dead's Chandler Riggs, Ghostbuster Ernie Hudson, and much more. Get your picture taken with the Ecto-1, the Doctor Who Daleks, and the Star Wars Stormtroopers. Niagara Falls Comic-Con takes place Friday, June 6th, Saturday, June 7th, and Sunday, June 8th at the Scotiabank Convention Center in Niagara Falls, Canada. Tickets are available at the door and online at nfcomiccon.com. Presented by Niagara College, Canada.
Hold on to your dicks. What did you just hear? That was the teaser trailer to Doctor Who's new show coming out in August of 2014. That's right, Mr. J here as usual, enjoying life as it is. Well, maybe a little bit. Anyways, with that said, I just put on a teaser trailer of Doctor Who, and anyone who knows Mr. J knows I do not like Doctor Who. However, I do have faith in Peter Capaldi. So with that said, I'm going to give it another shot. Yes, I'm going to give it another shot. There's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't. So I'm going to. So that is the news of that. But we have much more news. And sadly, this will be the last time that we will be having... This will be the last podcast in the infamous Droid's studio. It's being changed over. So I don't know if there's going to be a news podcast next weekend, or even just a regular podcast, because I'll be in the process of moving. We will come back. We always do. We love our fans, and they love us. Harmonix says they're not dead. Yes, the creators of Rockband, who has not made a video game, well, a legit video game, since Rockband 3. Well, no, DJ Hero Bungs a Guitar Hero. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know what I need to tell these people. And keep in mind, anyone who knows me, I'm a huge fan of Rock Band, and I have, like, the controllers, and I had the drums, and the microphone, and I probably have the biggest library of Rock Band songs ever. That I'm willing to bet you money on, because I bought, like, $200-$300 worth of songs. But, with that said, I think that Harmonix and, I guess, the genre of having this type of video game that incorporates music is dead. Like, no one even plays it anymore. They made a game called Rocksmith or whatever, which actually utilizes a guitar to teach people how to use guitar. And I think that's turning profit, but never going to be the caliber that Rock Band did. So I'm happy that they want to be a part of the industry still, but I think it's too late. 2 more Godzilla films? Really? I tried watching the first one the other day, and I know I made mention I was going to, but unfortunately the copy I downloaded was shite, so I'm going to give it another shot. But even 15 minutes into it, I was like, oh, really? You're going to give a... Why would you give a sequel to this? Like, why? I mean, sure, the movie's doing well, and it's following the old basic Godzilla storyline from ages ago, but... It's the whole genre's been overdone in so many different ways. Understanding that Godzilla's probably one of the first and one of the originals, but still it's kind of getting old, kind of getting boring. Maybe it's time to move on. But you know what? People got to make money, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But I'm just not sold on it. For the Horde! That's right. Warcraft officially has wrapped up shooting. Very short schedule, man. 123 days. Most movies take a little bit longer than that, so that's fine. Not the end of the world. 4 months works out. Like, just looking at the cast, like Ben Foster, who is very known for a lot of his roles as of late. I really don't know anyone else, but the movie's set to come out in March 11, 2016, but I'm kind of curious what storyline of Warcraft they did. A lot of the pictures on the internet right now revolve around the Lich King, which personally was my favorite expansion. And yes, Blizzard, you have taken my soul again. I have returned to the land of Azeroth, and I am playing again. Thanks to Brian, who has re-entered my life and now is rejoining our podcasts. I now play WoW. Yep. Horrible. But with that said, I'm going to go see it, but expectations are going to be extremely low, and I'm pretty sure everyone understands. Finally, Marvel has hit a speed bump. A speed bump that cost them not one, but two directors in a week. What the hell is going on there? So Drew Goddard, writer-director, who is going to do the Daredevil Netflix show, he's gone. Now, it's not 100% confirmed, but the Latino Reviews Marvel sources have always been reliable, and I've seen it. This conversation is pretty streamlined through all the news pages, so that's not good. And as well, the website's also reporting that Edgar Wright has left Ant-Man. What? He left on his own accord. What's going on? I think there was production delays that just didn't sit well with him, and finally he did not agree with the script. I think that was the huge thing that came out of it, was that the script was not good and it was not what he wanted, and that's why he left. He left basically on principle. So that doesn't look good, being as which, like, I'm not a fan of Ant-Man, nor do I know that much about Ant-Man, so I'm not going to try and be a huge expert, air quotes. But I tell you, when you lose two directors in 1 week for your production company, that's kind of scary, guys. You might want to clean up. DC's not that far behind. Did you know there was tension on the set of Godzilla? I did not know. So with that, I'm going to play you a clip.
I heard some tension between you and Godzilla on set.
Are we supposed to be able to talk about that, or? I'll just be honest with you. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him because of his size and because of his star power. He thought he can bully everybody and wouldn't come out of his trailer, and demanded, all kinds of specialty foods, like live goats and things like that. And, I didn't care for him at all. No. I thought he was a jerk, a total jerk.
Yeah.
And he also had a very distinct, pungent body odor to him that was very difficult to work with.
I mean, Godzilla, he still hasn't returned my calls, and I've asked for an interview several times.
See?
So
it proves my point.
Exactly.
But I must say, to be fair, once he steps on the set and acts, you see why he is.
It works. It works.
It works.
Were you maybe a bit mad that this movie was called Godzilla and not Brian?
There was some discussion, primarily just by me.
Yeah.
But I thought and hoped that they might reconsider to name it after my character, Joe.
Sure.
But they thought Joe wasn't as frightening as the word Godzilla.
So when you're trying to take on a role in a sci-fi movie like this, what... Oh, sorry, this is so rude.
Is that Godzilla?
It's Godzilla. I'm sorry, one second.
And I don't even know how he can...
Hi, Godzilla. Thank you for returning my call finally.
What a jerk.
No, I'm with Brian right now.
Don't tell him.
Okay. No, a different Brian. Okay, well that's a bit harsh. Can I call you back a little later? So he didn't really have very good things to say about you.
It's unbelievable how he would behave like that.
Yeah.
Still to this now. And where is he? Is he promoting the film?
He's in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical Godzilla.
What a jerk.
That's pretty funny that Godzilla actually has an ego. I actually worry now because there's someone out there that has a bigger ego than Brian. And that's a huge thing, because Brian will be the first person to admit that he's got one of the biggest egos that could ever exist. But to Bryan Cranston's point, he will always be known as Heisenberg. But, the way things are going right now, they always change everything up nowadays. What's next? They're going to do another Breaking Bad and put in Samuel L. Jackson as Heisenberg?
Jesus, what was I thinking? Walt, please. Let's both of us stop trying to justify this whole thing and admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? I mean, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going to work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Scott. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Like, seriously, it makes you wonder Samuel L. Jackson's and everything. Which will lead us to the last news article of this news, is that the Batman vs. Superman officially gets its own title, Dawn of Justice. I think that is pretty stupid. I'm sorry. There's billions and billions of different names we can pull out. It could be like Batman beats Superman, or Superman smacks Batman and knocks him out of orbit, or Superman melts him with his eyes, or Batman beats him with kryptonite, or The Dark Knight rises while Superman cries in the corner, because everyone hates Superman. It's fact. Come on, guys. It's fact. But with that said, I think Dawn of Justice it's not the worst name that ever happened, but it's not the best name. I mean, this is something that you would see George Clooney as being Batman, and then suddenly Dean Cain would become Superman again. Wait, that was the picture I posted recently. Weird. With that said, I know there's a lot of people not happy about it. There's even a Twitter trend going on right now about people making fun of it. Now, this is not helpful. Just say it's a JLA movie. Just say it's Batman vs. Superman, Rise of Justice League. Because you got Wonder Woman, you got Cyborg, you got Superman, you got Batman. I'm sure Steve Amell will be like, I'll be Green Arrow today. Pfft, you're in. Flash, done. Like, you could have all that already there. But, there's days I tire myself out just talking about Batman. But with that said, thank you for listening to the news. I hope to have the news up again next week on a Monday, preferably. If not, worst case will be a Tuesday. You'll notice that the podcast will probably pick up a lot more, and there'll be a lot more content. So I hope you guys enjoy listening to us. Not bad for a page that barely advertises we're out there, and we still have a lot of fans. And with that said, guys, enjoy your chimichangas.